Hi, I'm Steve Mead. I'm Artistic Director of the Manchester Jazz Festival in the UK. And I'm here at Crossroads to take part in a few of the panels and to see some of the showcases as well. And the festival's coming up for its 25th year over in Manchester. I've been involved since the very start amongst a number of other things, but the festival is, I think, distinctive for a couple of reasons, and it's got a strong focus on new work, on creating new repertoire, and giving a lot of, I suppose, control to the artist to actually come and propose projects and content that we can provide for our audiences, that develop their art form, develop the music, and give us some unusual content for audiences that perhaps they can't get at other types of festivals. And that's something I've always been passionate about new work, creating new repertoire, rather than just rehashing, the American Songbook or anything like that. Perhaps 25 years ago, that wasn't so common in the UK. There wasn't so much original work being produced as there is now. But back then, it was quite a strong USP, if you like. And it's something that's still central to the festival experience now. I think in my mind I had that we'd do one festival, and if we got through that we would have achieved it, and that was back in 1996. Just as a side story, we had actually on the very, very first day of the very first Jazz Festival in Manchester, we got all set up. We were running an outdoor stage, and there was a bomb went off in Manchester, an attack which went off in the city centre exactly at the start of the festival, so we had to evacuate the whole thing and cancel it. So we then came away thinking, oh, that's devastating, but we actually got everything back together to do it again a couple of months later, same line-up, and we got the funds back together, same kind of ambition to do it. We were so determined, and we put that on, and then there were quite a few, it went down really well, and there was a lot of demand for doing something similar, so we just kept it going, and it's really grown organically since then. As I say, there's a focus on where we are in the UK. Manchester it's a music city. It's known for maybe more indie bands and kind of the bands that you will have heard of from Manchester and Salford, which I don't need to name. But a lot of musicians play there, and there's a lot of cross-fertilisation across the genres, which I think is really interesting. A lot of them are jazz players, but you would never know it because they play with the Stone Roses or M People or bands like that. But when you get behind the scenes, you realise that it's very fluid. The artists are kind of in different environments, and that's something I think is really interesting for Manchester. I think it's something which not everyone realises. There's a lot of fluidity in music making, which I like to reflect in the festival programme. There's a lot of crossover as well. So when I'm thinking the journey through the programme for the audience, I'm thinking of diversity of the sound, the people playing. Funny word, jazz. It sort of polarises people in one respect, and people have sometimes traditionally fixed view of what is and what isn't. For me, it's all about spirit, it's about improvisation, just about approach. And I think that, above any sort of genre definition, gives me the confidence to put something in the programme. If it feels like it belongs in the MJF programme, I think I'll know instinctively. Yes, I think creating a journey for the audience through a festival programme, that interests me a lot. But also creating journeys for the artists and giving the artists something special, an opportunity to work on a new piece or something that will connect them to an audience in a way that like I say, they can't get anywhere else. And sometimes artists have, they have fixed bands, maybe they're used to working in a certain type of environment, but actually giving them an opportunity and a platform to open up, to reduce the barriers and say, well, you don't have to do that. If you had the opportunity to do anything you wanted, what would you do? And sometimes that's quite scary. We have opportunities to commission work, and you can apply, you can come to the festival with a proposal, and we can support that process. So there are mechanisms that we have now in place with regular funding, with the festival is now known for doing that kind of thing, so we do get lots of proposals that are really interesting to consider. Part of that investment in the artist for me is about investing in their process and giving them a chance to try something out, maybe get it wrong, but to have created something that wouldn't have been possible before without our intervention. And I think audiences like that.